And we are back with Business RadioX Pro Tip. Stone Payton and Lee Kantor here with you. Lee, now that we've got a little steam under our expansion, our Business RadioX Studio Partner program, we're starting to get a lot of questions. What are some of the most frequent questions that you think we're getting these days?
Well, I think the first question people ask when they're inquiring about the Business RadioX Studio Partner program is, how do I make money with Business RadioX?
Well, I'll tell you what my experience has been, and we've been at this a while, but the most immediate return on that investment of time, energy, and money is a perpetual prospect pipeline for growing your existing business. People who are genuinely excited about talking with you. And I mean, that is so important to us and such a fundamental aspect of our value proposition, I guess you would say, that we actually guarantee a minimum of 60 prospect discovery calls in your first 6 months as a Business RadioX Studio Partner. So that's the fastest way that you begin to get a return on your money.
Yeah, so that the way you make money initially is leverage the platform to build your own existing business, whatever that professional service business is. And then once you got that going, then you can tap into, I think there's over 24 ways within the business. If you want to get into the Business RadioX business, there's about 24 other ways you can make money just by providing the service that Business RadioX provides to your clients in a variety of ways.
There really are a lot of revenue streams. In addition to being a managing partner of the Business RadioX network, I also run a studio in a community, Woodstock, Georgia. I've really kind of honed in on 2 major revenue streams here in my community in Cherokee County in Woodstock, Georgia. The first one is like so many of our Business RadioX Studio partners, I have a handful of clients who are in the professional services arena. A business attorney, a CPA, an IT managed services guy, a coach, a consultant. And for all of those people, they don't need 1,000 more Facebook buddies. What they need is a dozen more real relationships. And if they can get that done over the course of, 8 to 12 months, that really moves the needle in their business. So I work with them to identify the people who are most important to them, their most coveted prospects, their most trusted referral sources, the associations and professional organizations who are serving that specific ecosystem. And then I've helped them design a show that is really built to support and celebrate the people who are doing really good work in that arena. And I'm helping them build real relationships real fast with those folks. And I charge each of those clients a monthly fee, and I'm able to deliver a very handsome actual green dollar return on their investment. They're happy to write me the check because they're getting that financial reward. They're also getting the authority and the credibility. They're getting the halo effect of contributing to the community at large, but also that specific niche, if you will. So that's my kind of core revenue stream. And then I've built out a pretty robust community partner program here because there's a whole tier of business people here in my area that, my fee structure is just in my fee structure, I charge $2,500 a month. No contract, cancel anytime. I charge $2,500 a month. But there's quite a few small business people who are doing good work for the community, their profession, the market. But that fee structure is just a little bit out of reach for them, right? And I wanted to serve them as well. And so I built out this community partner program, and I still let them tap into some of those same advantages. I set them up where they're essentially ambassadors for what we call the house show, the Cherokee Business Radio Show. And they pay a much more modest fee. I'm talking like $1,250 for the year, but they are able to act as ambassadors for the program, represent themselves as sponsors of Cherokee Business Radio. They can invite a certain number of people to appear. And not only is that helping a lot more people, it's also a great way for me to continue to get the guest flow that I want coming through. So everybody wins. And, $12.50 a year may not sound like much, but yeah, go get 50 community partners and do the math. So those are and there's a lot of other things that you can do too to make money, but those are my two main revenue streams here in Woodstock.
And the second question we get a lot is, what do I get for the money I am paying for this Business RadioX subscription? What am I getting tangibly from that investment?
So right out of the box, you're getting the initial setup, the launch, kind of a best practices dump, if you will, and continued exposure to not only me and you who kind of put this thing together, but also our community of other Business RadioX studio partners. There's some equipment and all that we provide to help you get kind of a branding kit and some of the equipment to help you get going. But you get that initial launch and all of that, but you also, that covers your first 6 months of subscription. And then we just handhold you all the way through the entire process. The entire objective in setting this program up and nurturing a new studio partner, we really want you to focus on the fun part and the part that you need to be doing to build a solid foundation long term for your business. And that's building those relationships, going out into the community and providing that platform for the people who are important to you and for the business community in general to share their story and promote their work. And so we try to take all of the stuff that really bogs a lot of people down when they try to do something in this arena, all of the technical stuff, the infrastructure, all of that. We try to take all of that off of you. And from day one, you're tapping into brand equity that's got, a 21-year foundation, has use cases for virtually any scenario you or a prospective client can come up with. So you really are joining a fraternity that's got quite a few things figured out at the risk of sounding a little bit immodest.
Right. And you're getting the authority kind of built in just by being part of the team, because you're on a website that has a super high authority ranking. And you're getting that real estate on that website, and that you don't have to create, and that you're part of this thing. And like you said, you're getting this kind of ongoing coaching calls, as much as you need to get going. You're getting any type of technical assistance when it comes to the audio or the website stuff. You're getting all the content syndicated to every single platform that's out there that is a major player in this field. And so you're getting that kind of distribution, and you're getting access to all of the brains of all the people doing this. And then the bottom line is, this is your own business, and you get to keep all the money. I mean, you're generating 100% of the revenue is your revenue. We don't take a royalty. You're keeping all the money that you earn in whatever way you earn it using the platform. And then you also are, there's no ceiling. Like, you can make as much money as you want. You can charge whatever you want to charge. We give you a lot of autonomy when it comes to that part of the business. So people appreciate that part of it, having the autonomy and knowing that they have kind of this support system in place, so they don't have to feel like they're doing this by themselves.
Well, and I didn't mention a minute ago, and I guess because I don't do a lot of it here individually for a fee, I do quite a bit of it as just investing back in the community here locally. And that's like, I'll go to like events that are happening around town. We have a cool little green in downtown Woodstock, and I'll show up for half a day and conduct some interviews at some of these events. But you and I together here in the Metro Atlanta area, I mean, you want to talk about a revenue stream. You and I going to do the conference and trade show work, especially for the association clients here more recently. I mean, that's a handsome revenue stream too. And if I were solely a Business RadioX Studio Partner, I'd probably put some real energy into that revenue stream too.
Yeah, those events are happening all over the country. And, we just had one of our studio partners just come back from Vegas doing one for his client. So, yeah, there's so many there. I think there's over 24 revenue streams that people are using within our network. And so those are all available to you.